This is the black UV blob, fab that I use on the back of these. You can tie them in blobs or fabs. The foam I use in the back is a bit of this, and it's from out. You'll have some. If you've got plenty of hook boxes with what you put your old flies in, you'll come across some of this stuff. It's a very, very buoyant stuff. This foam is. It's not. It's high tensor. It's high density, should I say. So just cut literally one piece off like that and cut it. It's about that wide, look, and you cut it in half. So because you don't want them floating up like corks, you want them sitting down. Now I've cut that in half, look, you see that's plenty big enough. So it's high density, so it'll float. You've got an end what's pointer, that's the bit you want to keep, put it to the back. And with this end, from where it comes off like that, just snip it on an angle like that. So you've got that. And I'll bring it to right behind the eye of the hook, and that takes it basically to the end of the fly. It'll turn in there. Nice loosish turns there because you just tighten it in and then tighten down on the way back. And that'll hold that in there. Nice. Just do a little bit, half a turn. There we go. That's the one. On top of the hook, sat there, and that'll sink. I find that sinks at the right rate with these nymphs on. So you can use whatever you want. If you want to use foam, cylinder foam, use your cylinder foam. Again, whatever you're comfortable with. So just catch your frets in. And this is the UV black 15mm from Blob and Buzz. I found this one the best for this setup. And this setup is for, as I've said in the post, sort of early season when they're on black. You can't beat this sort of setup. So wet your fingers, wet your frets a touch, and start right in behind that. And your foam will disappear. There you go. There's no great big chunk sticking out the back. It's nice and easy. Don't pull it crazily tight. Pull it tight, but not crazily tight, because you'll end up pulling your foam around or moving stuff about, and it all comes loose. So 4 turns. I think that's all I've got. That's all you need. Getting down there, pull your frets out so it goes in between the fibres. Get 2 turns on it, pull it back slightly like that. Incoming. Just start to cut, then it'll find the thread and it'll just snip it. Pull the rubbish out the way. Wet your fingers again. Pull it back. Get everything. The hook in the vise, by the way, is a Chuck and Duck size 12 blob up. And that'll do me that. And on my blobs, I don't want a big shiny head on them, unless I'm putting hot heads on them. I mean, this would be alright to have an hot head on it. Just rub a bit of varnish. This is bug off what I'm using. On your thread. Get your whip finishing tool. Drag it all back. And all them fibres. You don't want none sticking through, ideally. Now I've got a little pain in the bum there that wants to go forward. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. Right. That's because that little one little fibre. Alright, let's go again. That'll do, mate. That's lovely. Snip that nice and tight. If you've caught out, just pull it out of the way. And that's not too big, not too small. Get that so that the head's gone off. See all the UV shining through on it, and it looks grand. And you've got no foam sticking out the back, but it's in there, look, there she is. It all covers that, and she blends in. You can't see the foam in it, and to the fish coming from behind, it just looks like a blob. So it's less stuff for it to see, less stuff for a wiser fish to see, so it'll take it more be more susceptible to taking it. So that's the black UV fab on the point. So there's your 4 flies. Hopefully you'll have a go at tying them and catching yourself a few fish early season when they're on the little black nymphy things and what have you. It's a cracking little setup, especially at Draycott, somewhere in the Midland reservoirs, anywhere, any of them. This will work. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and help, and I'll put flies on that catch on this channel for you. Cheers. Hi there. This is one of the nymphs from the setup that I publicised. I'll do it all on this video, do all 4 flies for you to see, and how to tie them and what materials to use in them. So I'll get on with tying it, and then you can keep up with me, because I don't tie that fast when I'm doing videos, so that you can keep up. First, I've got a Fario size 12 hook in the vise. The thread I've got is a UTC, and for the tail, that's about how many fibres you need in it. So just get them straight, pull them off, get them in your fingers, get them right. Have a look where you want your tail to come, which is about there for me. Give 2 wraps in, then pull it all back onto the top. It will go round. Try and keep her on top. You don't want too long a body, you don't want to go right back. So I'm happy with where that is. And trim this bit. Next, what you want to put in is a little tiny bit of wire. This is the micro black wire from Flybox. Get a couple of turns on that. Next, you want to put in your rib, which is going to be red holo, and this is UTC. It's not the best one, I must admit. It's the colour's gone off one side of it when it comes undone, but I'm going to tie that in on that side, because the other side of it's okay. So that's that. Catch that. A couple of turns. Let it down. Stick it out of the way if I can. That'll do. Next is the body material, which is the peacock herl. This is from Flybox. As you see, it's very fine stuff in black. So I've got 2 fibres together. Put it so it gives the length of the body more or less to the head, and catch it in and start going up your body. The thing about these flies are fairly slim profile, That's what you want. Let's pull my thread down out of the way. Right. Let's start the process off with the body. Just start going up your body nice and steady. I've lost the fibre already, luckily. The other one will cover it. Let's move that forward a touch. And that'll do, mate. Just there. Couple of few turns on it just to catch it in. So the other one popped out, but won't matter. Right, rib is here. What I want to do is come up from underneath that way and come up that way and pull it in nice and tight. Nice and tight, pulling it in there. That's what you want. Put it right into that material. Bring it to your top. Because you've come up on opposite turns, catch it in with three turns minimum. Yeah, a couple more turns on it and get it snipped off. Then come up with your wire the opposite way to your peacock curl, and just keep coming up. It's nice thin wire, so again, get a few turns in it, just make it happen, get it up there, and it'll add just a touch of weight to it. The more turns you get into it, if you want it to go down a little touch deeper, then just helicopter that off like that. Get a couple of turns in there and come back up to the top up there. Alright, back to your little black feather, what you're doing your tail with. You want some legs now, roughly around the same amount as what you used in the tail, because this is a, you don't want this big and bushy. So let's turn this upside down, get your legs where you want them. Excuse me fingers while I just get this bit. One turn, two turns, and grab your fibres what's all twisted around and bring them back round so they're on top like that, and get 1, 2, 3, 4 turns on it. That should have a, yep. Right, let's get rid of that bit without cutting the legs off. So push yourself through, job done. Cut off nice and tight and pop it round the right way round. Okay, a couple more turns in, push them legs up a touch, get them up there. Oh, that's lovely, that's going on lovely. Right, next you want some white goose biots, and I've cut these off on a slight angle. That's all you need to do. So I'm doing my side first. How far you get these going down the body, again, that's a preference to how you like your flies tied. I'll put 3 turns in. Then just didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. Let's get it. I'm going to take that off. Start her again. Get it where you want it. 3 turns. I'm happy with that. I'm going to have a shorter one. Yeah, I'm good with that. Snip that away. and get your other one. Just put that on there. Catch 1, 2. My leg's gone round there. I don't want my legs around it. Let's pull them down. Thread caught in between them. Don't want to be doing that. It only ever happens on a video. Let's get that one. We'll look where they are. Make sure they're right. Make sure the way you want them. Yeah, I'm not happy with that either. Three turns on it. That'll do me. That'll do me. You say you just got to take your time. Get them right. Get them how you want them. While that's out there, out of the way, we'll get rid of that. Cut it nice and tight. Get that down there. Right, let's get a couple of turns on the head. Get everything tied in. Cover that bit of white up. So you'll end up with it showing through. Get this side, so I've just got that one. That's nice, that'll do. That'll do, mate. Yeah, happy with that. Right, let's get it whipped off. Tighten my vice up, it's flying all over the place. Let's just build the head up on that a touch. Let's build the head up a touch. I want a bit bigger head on that. That'll do. That's nice. Three turns. Plenty, because you're going to put a finish on the head just to make the head shiny. Whip that off. And whatever you use to finish your stuff off, whether it be varnish or what have you, get some of that at the ready. You just want one coat, that's all you want. You don't want to be adding weight. If you need to fish these in the top bit of the water, pointless adding weight because you'll be going out the fish. You can add weight to your point fly, which is what you want to do to take your flies down. Don't add it too much to your nymphs. And you just adjust your point fly. So if you want it to go deeper, you fish a blob, bigger blob, medium blob, small blob, and that gives you your different heights. And that is the little red dowelback. That's the first one. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a go at tying it. Hi there. This is the black and gold with yellow cheek nymph. This is the next one in the lineup of them. So I'll get on now. Should tie that one. Put it out of the way so I don't lose it. Right, I've got a Fario size 12 hook in the vise, black UTC thread in 70. So just bring that down a touch more, about there where the point is. You want about 8 fibres, something like that, off a black feather. Just pinch them off, get them all levelled up. Offer it up, see where you want it on your tail. Tail preference again. is your preference. I like it about there. So get them where you want them. Don't want a massively long body. Lovely. Excuse me. Just trim those bits. That's them. Right, next we want to tie in is a bit of black wire. This is the micro wire in black from Flybox again. Let's get one, couple of turns of that in. Next, you want your rib, which is this. You can see it's a twisted rib. It's got it's a gold with a clear on it. I don't know, I inherited it. That's what it is. It's on a bobbin like that. It's just twisted round it. Very nice material to work with, but I don't know who does it. But any gold, thin gold rib will suffice for this fly. So once you've got that tied in, bring it back. Again from Flybox is the black peacock herl, 2 strands. Catch them in and start coming up your body, catching that all in. Just leave it just a little bit back from the eye of the up. There you go. Right, start bringing the peacock herl up. And so I don't tie that fast, so you should be able to keep up with me on this. And without too many stoppages in the video, so you can get going. If you watch the video first and get all the materials ready, you should be able to keep up with me. Right, as soon as you've got them like that, get them stitched off, snipped off out the road. That's them done. Right, next is your gold material, and what you want to do with that is just get nice and tight, pull it nice and tight into that herl, nice and tight, just 3 turns, and bring it up the front where the eye is, catch it in, couple of few turns to catch it in, so it's nice and tight, so it ain't coming out. And just wet your fingers and pull the peacock herl back like that, and that covers the gold a fair bit, and that's how you want it. Then you want to come up the opposite way with your black wire, and this won't let too many fibres, because you pulled them back, won't let too many fibres stick out, but it'll let that gold shine through. Again, as many turns as what you want in it. A couple of turns just to tie her in, one in front, one behind. Helicopter that off. Back to your black feather. Roughly same amount. Not going to be exact. That'll do. Pinch them together. On the legs, again, it's preference on it, I suppose. It's how many legs you want to see in it. Excuse fingers while I just tie them in. As you see, I turn my vice upside down to do this bit. I get 2 turns in, then grab the cut ends, what you're going to be cutting off, then bring them back over the eye of the up. So they're all up there. Ugh. I'm going to do that. There you go, get 3 or 4 turns in, and that's that. While you've got it this way up, pinch all your legs, come in with your scissors, snip away nice and tight, as tight as you can get them. Just rub your nail in there, just to force them. If you've got any fibres that are sticking through, to just force them back a touch. And just come to the front, force them fibres back if there is any, and come to the top of the head of the fly. Right, now you want some yellow goose biots, and I've snipped them, slight little angle on them, just a little bit, no to make it too big. Hold them on the side where you want them. Get yourself 3 turns in. Pull the buyout back, nice and tight, snip her off. And the same your side. Just angle my vice up. Get it where you want it. 1, 2 turns up. It's a bit long. Pull the throw a touch. Just a touch more. Careful when you're pulling it, you don't pull it too much. That's lovely. That'll do you. That's nice. Yep. That'll do. Right. Pull that right back. Get as tight as you can. Right. Just go in over the head, where the eye of the hook is. Just pull that little tuft back. There you go. That's got that. Yep, happy with that. Right, build your head so the size that you want it. That's that. This one's a cracking fly. They picked this one out, to be honest with you. But then again, I'm a sucker for gold and black. Do like it on my cast, it rarely comes off. Put that away. And again, whatever you use to finish your flies off on your head, go and shine head, whether it be varnish. This is bug off, because I just like it. Simple as that. It's my preference. You can do whatever you want with it, how you want to finish it off. Just get out of blitz. And that's that. And that's another one on your setup for your black nymphs. So have a go at tying that one. That's a very good fly. This is the 3rd nymph. This is the red-headed one. This is your top dropper. So cracking fly on its own, cracking fly. So I'm going to tying that. So I've got a Fario size 12 hook in the vise. I've got UTC in black. I've got about 8 fibres there. 8, 10 fibres, something like that. Get them together. Put them where you want them. About there. Get a turn, 2 turns, and get it all back on top. Somewhere about there. Yeah, that's nice. Snip them off, get them rid of that. Right, next you want to tie in is a bit of black wire. This is the micro wire from Flybox. Get yourself a couple of turns on that. Get it up out of the way. which you don't usually like to do. There we go. Right, next we're going to put the ribbon, which is the hen's clear, and this is the thin stuff. So it looks a little bit like UV, but this is the black clear, but it's got that little UV look to it. So just get that, a couple of turns on that, just catch her in, get it out of the way. Next, black peacock herl again from fly box, 2 strands, get that in, then coming up your body. Don't get too near to the eye you're up. Right, get a few turns on this. Come up the body, nice and steady. Excuse fingers, these are getting a bit short now. That's it, that's what I want about there. That'll do, mate. And snip the ends off nice and tight. Get rid of them. What's that one done with? Right, next you'll bring your rib up. So again, with the other flies, I ain't shown this, but pull the peacock herl back towards the eye of the up, and come up whichever way you want. You're going to go opposite with your wire. So I like a nice few turns of this in. That's it. That'll do, mate. And say with the body again, with this fly I use this, but you can use whatever colour body wrap you want. Just bring it up and do different flies with it. So we brought that up that way, so we're going to come up the opposite way with the wire. That'll protect all that body wrap and the peacock herl. Don't worry about flattening it, because it don't matter. You don't want too many fibres sticking through. You want it fairly thin, because over near the end of the peacock herl, it's a little bit bushier than what I would you normally like. Get your wire up, helicopter that off, and that's that done. Right, just tidy up here, make sure everything's okay, push it all back to there. Right, legs, back to your black feather. Again, about 8, 10, anywhere around there. Fish can't count, not as far as I know. So, get them all together. I flip my vise because I find it easier. Excuse fingers while I get it. 2 turns, then grab them ends, bring them back around. 1, 2, 3, 4, and have a look. Yeah, they're tucked under nice and they're alright. And come in with your scissors, nice and tight, nice and tight, and come back down to the front of the eye of the up, and pull any little straddlers that you've got out of the way of the eye of the up. Right, now tie your black thread off, just 3 turns, plant it. The bits of white you can see off the thread, it's a pre-waxed thread, so don't worry about them. Every time when you come to varnish it or anything, you can't see nothing. Can't see nothing without that in. So right, now I've gone to fire orange in UTC in a 70. So bring it right to the front. A few turns on. When you cut the tag off, you're not going to unwind and the bobbin fall off. Right, got that. Have a look, lovely. Get to about that. Next, I'm going to put some yellow goose biots in. So these don't want to be sticking through crazily amount. Well, I don't like. You put them where you want and have them how you want them. That's not quite enough. I think I've underdone myself there a touch. Have it to there. Three turns. Let's twist that and get it in. Yeah, that's lovely. That's spot on for this side, how I want it. Again, get it nice and tight back. Get her off. And get your side now. Just tilt her up a touch. Let's have a look at that. Do one, then I'm going to pull it through a touch. Gone a bit too far there. Oh, that's better. Just be careful that your thread don't pull off the hook and then you're going to lose everything. Just pull that back, nice and gentle. Get it nice and tight. Right, and I'm just going to hold that up while I colour. I catch this bit of orange in, because when you're tying, you don't see the other side. I don't see too much of it. I'm just going to make sure that side's covered. This side's fine. Get the head. Nice head on it, because this is that's the trigger point for this fly. Because what you'll get is fish coming up your cast a lot of the time to find the one that they want, and this is a way of finding what flies they want by using this method, using three different nymphs and a blob. You can change the colour of the blob and then see which one they want, because they'll come up the cast, they'll come and be attracted by the blobs or fabs, whatever you're using, and then if they don't want one, they'll come up, they'll see the other movement from one of the others, come and have a look at that. If they don't want that, they'll move up again, and they'll basically tell you what fly they want, and then you can just put a couple of them on with something in between, and you'll have a fun day. And just make sure you're fishing them at the right depth, that's all. Got a little bit of a sticking out there. I'll get that with a cigarette lighter after, so it's all gone. I'll do that. I usually lose everything. Get a quick flick under, get rid of all that, any bits that are sticking out. And that's your top dropper, so get yourself some of them tied up. Another cracking fly. So, hope you enjoyed that.